Hey team, welcome to the One Funnel Away Challenge overview. So we're going to talk about what occurred during week one during the challenge. And so very quickly, as you scroll through here, I want to show you. So day one, week one, we talked about you must believe. You must understand what it takes to be successful in this business. And first of it is believing in yourself. So one of the things that I really enjoyed about this challenge is I actually went through and I made sure that I was very intentional about writing down my fears and what I will do to crush my fears. So in the first fear, I put that I am afraid of failing my family. That's something that I hold near and dear to my heart. And I will crush that fear by devoting the required time to scale and grow my business daily, and I will go all in. I will value my time, I will value my family's time, and I will commit the time required to be successful. So for my second fear, I put that I'm worried about what people think or what they may say. Sometimes we get caught in a trap of the imposter syndrome. And so don't let that be you. Don't feel like you can't do it or nobody's going to believe in you. You don't have to worry about what people believe. People's opinion of you don't matter. That's none of your business. All right. Secondly, so what I will do to crush that fear is I will publish content daily. I would add massive value to my following, my tribe, and the people that are in the groups that I share in. Because when you add value, it doesn't matter about anything else. It doesn't matter if you make grammatical errors, if you don't speak clearly. When you add value, you add value. Period. All right. The last fear. So the third fear that I have is that I am worried about. I was worried about being perfect and about bringing people along the journey with me. I didn't want people to feel like they were following somebody that didn't have it all together. But you know what? We don't have it all together. One of my favorite saying is progress, not perfection. All right, so I am going to continue to make daily progress, and in order to crush my fears, I will get started. I will move forward. I will not worry about being perfect, and I won't worry about who gets on or off. And what I mean by that is I put a post on Facebook about we are all train conductors, right? I don't remember if I shared this with the group or not, but every day somebody gets on or comes into your life and somebody leaves your life. All right. And as a train conductor, you don't keep track of everybody that comes on and off your train. You just keep the train moving. You get it to the destination on time, you get it to the stops on time. And that's what you're doing. In your journey of life, you're going to be a train conductor. You're going to constantly be getting people to come on and off your train. And what I want you to focus on is not who gets on and off, is but who's there at the end of the journey. Because it's important that you focus on you and only you on this journey. You're going to have people that are going to come in your life that they're going to potentially not have the right motives or intentions. And so what you want to do is not allow that to distract you. All right. You are a train conductor. Keep the train moving. People are going to come on and get off. It doesn't matter when they get off and get on. It's just who's there at the end of the journey. Okay. All right. So for day two during the challenge, we talked about failure and what it teaches us. This was pretty cool because for me, when I thought about failure and what it has taught me is it has taught me that as long as I keep going, I will achieve some type of success. I will get stronger and I will get better. One of the questions that they asked was, what is it, or what was the one thing that in the story or the idea that Russell said during the presentation that really stuck out to you? For me, it was that a funnel is the best way to automate and create a smooth buying process for your business. And the reason that stuck out to me is because I love grills. And then when he talked about the grill, it was like, hey, if you get a grill and you do this and you do that. And I just thought back to when I bought my grill. I got a Traeger grill, and when I went to buy the grill, it was so funny because that initial investment of a grill turned into a investment of what I was going to eat, what I was going to do, and my plans for the entire summer. So I got a grill, I got a grill cover, I got cooking utensils, I got meat, I got wood. I mean, I got the whole works. And the person that was there was like, oh, well, if you get a grill and you get this type of grill, you might need these wood pellets. And then if you get those wood pellets, you might want to get this drain. And if you get this drain, you might want to have this cover. And I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. And I didn't think about that. And that's what you're there to do for your customers, for your clients. You want to make the journey a smooth transition, a journey worthwhile. They may need things that they don't even know they need. And that's what your job is to create that great experience for them. The next thing that stuck out to me was it was all about perspective. For me, for a long time, I struggled with selling to people, and it was because I didn't like being sold to. However, when you change the perspective and you understand that if you don't sell your clients what they need, that they're going to go without, then that's the problem. You have to feel like if I don't do what I need to do for my clients, if I don't sell to my clients what they need, I'm doing them a disservice. So focus on adding value to your clients, giving them everything that they need, adding value, and you will be amazed at how people come to you because you're constantly adding value to them. On day 3, we talked about the who, not the how. And this is pretty awesome for me because I get stuck in the details. I love to create. I love to make stuff. I love to learn about how everything works. And I remember back in basic training, I had a guy, his name was Wilson. And it was so funny because we were doing stuff and they would always say, don't ask why, just do it. Don't ask questions, just do it. And all he would do is ask why. He kept asking why. Well, why do we have to do drills? Well, why do we have to put on a uniform? Why do we have to put on a hat? Why can't we just do this? Why do we do this? And it was a why. And I am that type of person. I want to know how things work so that I'm better able to articulate the importance of it. But in your business, you don't have to get stuck in the details. If you get stuck in the details, you won't make progress. So that stuck out to me. And during the challenge, it asked, again, what are the things that you don't know how to do? Check those off your list and befuddle the ones that befuddle you, right? So for me, if you look at this breakdown, I would mark everything on the right except probably a little bit of video editing. I'm not the greatest, so I probably wouldn't spend a lot of time on that. And maybe writing emails. Everything else, I'm going to outsource. And the way that I'm going to outsource, because I am not in a position that I can just pay people to do this stuff, is I am going to offer an exchange of services. Can I coach you and then you do this for me? Can I help you in your business and you do this for me? Right now, I have a graphic design team, and what I've been doing is I've been coaching them. I've been helping them with their business plan, and they've been doing content for me for our book covers, for our graphics, for our logos. They've been doing everything for me while I've been coaching them for their business, right? And what we've been doing is it's a mutual contract. I'm gonna do for you, and you do for me, and I'm gonna continue to help you scale your business. You'll help me, put my business in a good position, and it's been really beneficial. And that's what you want to do, is get people in your life around you that are gonna help fuel and inspire and generate your vision and bring it to life, because that's something that Steve Larson talked about, and it was super important that you want to bring a team around that is going to help you bring your dream to life. And that's where it comes to opportunity cost. For me, my time is valuable, and he talked about the benefit or the value of something that must be given up in order to achieve something else. So for me, I had put down that my hourly rate is about anywhere between $250 to $500, right? Because that's what I value at my time at. But then when I started coming down here, I was like, man, I'm a very expensive logo designer. If I charge $500 and it takes an average of 10 hours to do a logo, that's $5,000. So the next time you go to purchase or get something, think about that. How much would it cost you? How much of your time would it take for you to learn the program, learn the process, do it right, get it done? Let's say it takes you 10 hours and you charge, say $100. That's still $1,000. Would you pay $1,000 for a logo? That's something that you got to consider. So it's not about how expensive it is, but how valuable your time is. And that's something that puts it into perspective for me. I want to make sure that I do that. And then lastly, I talked about the funnel Rolodex. If you come in here, you can actually click on this. The funnel Rolodex is a little bit pricey, but if you have a talent, you have a gift, and you have an art that you can actually provide to it, that's another way to fund your business. You can go in there, and if you do graphic designs, if you do certain things, you can put it in there and get paid while you fuel your business. That's the way that you got to do it. Entrepreneurs don't worry about the resources because we're fully resourced. We create the things that we need by using the resources that we already have. All right. During day 4, we talked about the 10X secret. So this is where Russell Brunson went on stage with Grant Cardone at the 10X conference, and he basically sold. He is considered the #1 highest paid speaker ever, and it's because of how he does it. I mean, if you watch the video, he sold you the ClickFunnels. He sold you ClickFunnels. He sold you traffic secrets. He sold you coaching. He sold you just different things, right? And the reason for that is because sometimes we need to understand the things that we need, and we don't even know that we need them, right? So one of the things that he talked about during the presentation is that what do you think you need or that stuck out to you? So for me, it was that an entrepreneur needs to pull out their wallet, and that was hard for me initially because I didn't want to invest in my business. I was like, if I want to make money, why am I spending money? But what he said was brilliant. He said, if you go out and you model success, you will become successful. You don't want to be a pioneer. You don't want to go out there and create stuff on your own. I remember as a kid that I just just looked up to my dad. I felt like he was the coolest thing in the world. So he was a dentist and he rode a motorcycle. How cool is that? A dentist that rides a motorcycle. And for a long time, I would do the same thing that he would do. When he would leave the house, I would put on a white shirt because he had on a white coat, and I would walk to the door and then he would leave. And whenever I was allowed to ride the motorcycle, it was super cool for me. So he would always show me to get on the motorcycle from the left side. And one day I decided to do what I thought I could do, and I was going to get on the motorcycle from the right side. And ouch, ouch. What a painful lesson learned. I have this burn on the left side of my leg because I tried to get on the motorcycle from the right side where the muffler was at. And it was extremely hot. But I had been modeling success from a young age, and I didn't even know it. So when you model success, when you start modeling success, success will come your way without you even knowing it. So you want to find people that are doing the things that you want to do and model it. Don't copy what they're doing, but model it. So if somebody has a logo up in the right-hand corner of their funnel or their business, then you put a logo in the right top-hand corner. If they have bull riding, you get bull riding. If they have emojis, you use emojis. Whatever they're doing, model the success that they're having so that you can get the success that you desire quicker. Once you start modeling, you have the success that you need. Now you can start making your own tweaks and making your own things. But initially, you want to model success first, all right? So that's what I learned from that video. And then we had the Lady Boss. So Lady Boss was today. And really, it was simple. If Lady Boss did it, then so can you. It talked about this young lady that basically had a vision to change the world. She basically had a laptop and her iPhone, and she just started making videos, and she just wanted to show people that you too can lose weight and love yourself while doing it. Every one of us has a powerful story, and your story is no different. The problem is you need to fine-tune that story. You need to get it to the message that you want to put it out, and then put it out for the audience. Steve Larson talked about this before. You can get people to pay you for the product before you even make the product. And that's essentially what Lady Boss did. She sold people a vision. Hey, you want to work out, you want to get an amazing body? Go out there, do it, but you want to love yourself while you're doing it. And then she did a t-shirt funnel. She made like some apparel, some swag. I mean, we all have greatness in us. The problem is we need to tap into it. We need to have somebody to guide us along the way. So I am here with you in this journey. I'm going to help you as long as you lean in, as long as you come in and you ask for the help. You do what you've been kind of like guided to do. We will be successful together. We are better together. You will see this in a lot of my posts. We are better together. So I want you to lock in, do the challenges every day, write out anything that's in the paper. All my papers are done. I'm doing this challenge with you every day. I want to make sure you're successful. For the next 2 days, we're probably going to get what's called a catch-up day, where you get to go back over the information, go back over it, review it, study it. I remember one of the things that I have is my goals. When I do my affirmations and my statements, I basically have some 4 I am statements. I do 2 to 5 minutes of gratitude in the morning, and then I do my 4 I am statements, and then I read my vision and my goals for the year. I read them every day, because when you create that memory of where you want to go, if you do that every day, you're going to start to create what's called a memory of what it feels like to be a millionaire, what it feels like to be changing the world, what it feels like to be speaking on stage. Once you start creating that memory, your body is going to start going towards that, trying to get that and trying to get that get that feeling every day. One of the most powerful things that you can do is write down your goals and review them daily. I had wrote down my goals one time, and I I put it in an envelope. I put it away, and it's funny because Sharita went through and she found the envelope. She asked me what it was, and I told her what does it say on it, and it said doesn't don't open until the age of 30. At the time, I think I was 26 or 27, and she wanted to open it. She wanted to see what was in it. I was like, well, don't tell me what's in it. And then she literally read it, and she was like, wow, you've already achieved all these things, and you're not even 30. When did you write this? And I was like, it was like 3 years ago or something like that at the time. And it was because I had went through this course with Stephen Covey, and I learned that the power in writing down your vision and your goal is putting it into the atmosphere, putting it into the universe. And then when you put it into the universe, your mind and your brain starts to work towards that goal. So write down your goals, make them plain. This is also scriptural. It says write down the vision and make it plain. So write down your vision, make it plain, put it down, and look at it every day. I hope this has served you. I hope you've been getting value from the challenge. And lastly, I know a lot of you are probably thinking, well, join the challenge and you got something out of it. You got $100 from everybody that I referred to it. And yes, I did. But what's more important is that you can do the same thing as you refer people into the challenge. Now, I've done this 3 times, and the first 2 times I never referred everybody because, again, I had a problem with selling. But this is something that's going to benefit your business. And if you don't see a benefit of it to your business and you don't see a value, then we can definitely talk after the challenge and see what we can do to rectify the situation. But I hope this has served you. I look forward to working with you and adding more value to you. We'll see you next week.